Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the single back. Knocked down, could not turn the corner, and already this offense behind the chains.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's go!
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go!
To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game, make them feel you, keep them off balance.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks, it's Hawkins. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. New set of downs after the completion. The run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to.
Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The kicker is on.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that...
And here comes the heat and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get this running backs.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Gators will hustle to the line. Jones wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. He's got 67 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season.
Green 25.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Allen. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter.
Caught by the receiver. He's tackled at the 12-yard line.
On the set.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Ohio State, 7. Florida, 3.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Black 24! Black 24! Can! Cricket!
They'll leave it with the lone back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Get it out on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Ohio State, 14. Florida, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. That's reeled in. It's Kamara. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Third down.
Jones to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Gators will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon.
Quarterbacks love starting drives in great field position, and it's all because of this punt returner. Tremendous individual effort. How about the athleticism and the ability to make guys miss and then go get positive yardage?
Might be calling a hot route. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Florida Gators will take over.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. No huddle here for the offense. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Jones wants to throw it. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Holds it in on the left. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
The corners are walked up
Big
tight.
play and a first down.
Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Takes the easy one to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He now has 91 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Back to the ground game on the left. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Number 21.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Completes it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
He's tackled.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Offense gets set for second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line.
Oh, and that is a momentum-shifting play. Just when it seemed like it was going to be a ho-hum return and they'd have to start this drive on their own end of the field, great individual effort, great blocking, and all of a sudden the offense, they're knocking on the door.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to touchdown Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
35, Florida, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Jones to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gators decide to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ohio State.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal.
Lasso!
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. He's going for the goal line, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Number 21.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
3.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Here we go. Break.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible.
breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
At the 40. 4th down coming up.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Allen. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Complete to the wideout. Brought down on the play.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's good enough for 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Give to the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
All right, let's get it.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Red 54.
Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Kamara. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Red 29. Set.
There it is.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Here we go.
The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
Black 14.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On the play.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his... the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Cricket.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line, it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Clark. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Here on 3rd down for this offense. The give to the single back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Brings up
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy, and maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Big guy smells it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12.
Set.
Jones wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Gonna sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
No gain on the play.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3.
56. Florida 3.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Ready up.
So we open the final period with a third down play.
Spider.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down.
Number 17.
3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Okay, ready.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to...
Turning it on! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
First down.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Second down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready,
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up second.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
7 yards on
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Oh, he's got some space. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down.
17.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Cobra. Acorn.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
By the receiver. The tackle is made at the 50. And that's a first down.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
6-9-1. Gator spot. Reload. Here we go.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Touchdown.
They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
Ready? Green 25.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Brought down at the 8.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Abrams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up.
Cricket.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through.
There he goes. Still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Complete to the left. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Here we go.
Wants to throw again. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
On the ready.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
With the catch, it's Singleton.
and this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
On the double.
One more play to pad the stats.
Green 25.
They go to the ground. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better